Welcome back. Now that spring is here, it's time to check our homes for potential damage that winter may have left behind.
Yeah, here with a checklist to help us prepare our home for the summer ahead is Rachel Schwab. She is with the Equitable Bank. Great to see you.
Thanks.
Love the list you put together and the suggestions. I always want to run home and do everything that you mentioned.
Right, if we only had the time.
Yeah, exactly. The time and the money. But there's some really, I think, affordable things that can make a big difference. And it's an important time of year to assess how your house looks. So the first thing you say is check the roof, check the siding, the gutters, the driveway, the pathways, those exterior things.
Yes, winter is hard in Wisconsin on our homes and our yards and stuff like that. So now is a really good time to clean up, or if you didn't get to some of your fall cleanup, you know, with plants and stuff like that, there's probably a lot of new growth hidden under all those dead things, and you want to clean that up. And you know, if you had your house was in the storm last night, you might have some extra stuff to do today. But
a little bit.
But go around, walk around your house, take a critical eye, and see what needs cleaning up.
So also paint is very important this time of year. Spring is a good time to paint, right? Because you can open the windows and even outdoor painting.
Yeah, outdoor, indoor, either one. But you know, outdoor certainly. This is when if you're going to do it yourself, you know, look for a span of a few days where it's going to be dry and get out there, or else start talking to painters now about what you want to do for painting your exterior.
Well, and it's a great cosmetic improvement, but one of the things I learned from a pest control company is that if you've got chipping paint, like I have it around my garage and a little bit around my front door, is it can be sort of a nest or a house
really?
For pests. So it's important if you've got paint like that. That's one of the things I have to do.
Well, and you'll find when you are doing painting, you'll find the little pieces of wood that maybe are a little bit rotten and could let in pests in your house.
Exactly.
Right.
Wash the windows and the screens. This is a big job.
It is.
But it can really, like, from the inside looking out.
I mean, it makes a huge difference. It doesn't seem like it would, but you know, you get your window, you either hire someone or you do it yourself, and then you're like, oh, look at everything's so bright.
Yeah,
then you have to do stuff in the inside because there you can see things too well. But
yes, exactly.
But yeah, it really makes a big difference.
Yeah. And the garage too, that needs a lot of attention in the spring, because I think too all the dead leaves are in there, and you just can find stuff that you've like I'll just throw stuff from the house into the garage that I'll deal with this later.
Take care of it later.
I'll deal with this later. Well, now's a good time to fix it up.
Or your dirty car, you pull it in with all the salt and muck and sand and stuff from driving in the winter. All that stuff lays on your garage floor, and now you're tracking it in the house, and so it's a great time. Pull all that stuff out, get rid of things, you know, your kid's broken scooter and things like that. Yeah. Now is a good time.
Your next tip kind of cracks me up, because you say boost your curb appeal by maybe redoing the front door area, painting it, maybe perhaps adding a new mailbox or house numbers, your address. And I'm laughing because the first number on my address has been missing for the longest time. So when people look for my house, I'm like, oh, and I forget to tell people
the way.
Oh, and by the way.
Okay, let me know. I'll come over and help you with that one.
I appreciate that.
That one is a pretty easy fix. You can go to pretty much any hardware store and buy some really cute house numbers. They have backlit ones. They have all kinds of different fonts and stuff that you can do. An easy fix that will pretty up your front porch or your front, front of your house.
Yeah. Now we're talking about all this because you're living in your house. It's a good time to fix it up, but also maybe you want to sell.
Yeah.
So this is all these are important tips to also sell your house.
Yeah. Absolutely. You know, whether you're going to stay or whether you're going to sell, it's important to do some of these things, but especially if you're going to sell, you're going to take this and you're going to do this to the nth degree, right? Because you want your house to show really well. And the first thing that potential buyers are going to see is the outside. Right. So make sure that the outside of your house is shining, because it's a great time to sell your house.
Yeah, this spring. And a lot of the realtors who've been on the show have talked about how low the inventory is.
Yes.
So if you're thinking about selling, this is a great time to get a great price, too.
Yeah, if you've been kind of sitting on the sidelines the last few years going, well, I'd kind of like to sell, but I don't know. You should call the Equitable Bank. You should get pre-approved for your next purchase, and we'll help you, get in touch with a realtor so that you can get your house on the market and get moving on that, because it's a great time to sell. It's a great time to be a buyer. Yeah. Rates are still really low. They dropped actually in the last week.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Taking out a loan maybe too, if you've got a lot of these improvements to do. If you need to do everything on this list, you could talk to a personal banker about that too.
Yeah, if you have something that's a little bit more of a project that you're going to have to hire someone. If you have equity in your home, maybe that's the way to go. But what I would suggest is call the Equitable Bank, talk to a loan officer about your situation, and let them help you figure that all out.
It's great. I got a lot of work to do. Thanks a lot, Rachel. I got to start with that first number in my address. The Equitable Bank has some great people to help you. If you're thinking about selling, or maybe you need a loan to do some of these projects, it's great to give them a call and just talk over your options. The phone number is 414-777-4411, theequitablebank.com. Say, Rachel told me I need to call. Great to see you.
Thanks, Rachel,
so much.